Bam! What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Devonius' Domain Toy Review. Today, we are going to be checking out a first for the channel, an AEW Jazwares Luminaries Collection Sting. Very, very dope. I saw this guy. I told myself that if I ran into this guy in a store, I would pick him up, and I did. I found him in Target. I would also like the variant. That would be very, very cool. But I don't think that'll happen. Yeah, this is my first Jazwares figure, like, actually part of my collection. I have bought a lot of them, like when I was a completionist wrestling collector, but I never actually opened any of them, and I kind of sold a lot of that collection off, and now this is going to be my own, though, because I want a cool Surfer Sting with some pretty good articulation, some extra hands, some extra heads, and you know what? This is exactly what I've been looking for. So let's take a look at it. This really cool AEW packaging with the cool lighting on the shiny parts of the packaging. I don't know what you would call that, but yeah, pretty cool. And then looking here, see Sting in there flexing. We got the extra head in there and the extra hands. This like illustration of Sting. It's pretty cool. On the side, AEW. On the back here, there we go with the artificial Sting autograph. AEW. Sting. Then down here we got Sting, Darby Allin, Jay White, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson, and Sky Blue. You can also get an Unmatched Series 11. Very cool. Here on the side. Same thing as before. Number 82, Series 11 Sting. Very cool. Let's get this guy out of the packaging. Let's see what he can do. I will say about the Jazwares AEW packaging, is my first time opening any of these up, and that was kind of confusing. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if anyone... But yeah, like, I don't know if anyone can concur with that, but yeah, I opened up the bottom and I was like, what the fuck? So I had to like kind of just rip into the plastic and then rip it off the card back. I was a little bit confused at first, but it's okay, guys. It's okay. I survived. I figured it out. Pull out the Sting, and here's looking at the Sting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little guy. He's got some pretty nice buttery joints. Back here, up here. Knee articulation, got some boot swivel. Look at the heels. That's some pretty good heel articulation there too. Waist articulation. Joint at the waist. Look at that. Look at that bend. That's nice. Hair articulation goes all the way around. We got his beautiful tail. We got it here. Double jointed elbows. Goes all the way back there. Wrists are kind of up and down. Very nice. Very, very cool. One thing I noticed is no rocker. It's not really a rocker ankle. I mean, you can kind of turn it like this, but it's not really a rocker. It's a little bit upsetting, a little bit saddening. That's okay. And then in terms of accessories, we've got an extra different face paint screaming Sting head. We've got these like kind of gripping hands. We've got like these pointing hands. And then we've got kind of like more holding hands for like a chair or whatever. So yeah, let's get this guy into some poses. Let's see what we can do. I'm pretty excited to pose this dude. Thoughts on this figure? It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a good figure to kind of start with, I think, just because Sting is like one of my WCW faves, and I really like Surfer Sting. I wish we could have gotten more Mattel Surfer Sting figures, and alas, it wasn't to be, but luckily AEW was able to pop these out with the rights to the Sting character and whatnot, with Jazwares behind them, so that's very, very cool. The only real nitpicks I have about this figure, would have been cool if it came with like a jacket. It would be cool if there were rocker ankles. I mean, I'm a big rocker ankle guy. I feel like, honestly, some figures could really just be made or broken with rocker ankles, because there's some figures that are just, oh, they're so cool, and they would just be made even cooler with rocker ankles. And sometimes it really is just a disappointment when it's got so much articulation like a figure like this does, and then they just can't pivot their ankles, you know? It's like, it's a little bit frustrating, because it's like, man, this is almost like a perfectly articulated figure. You can almost do anything you want with it. But those rockers, man, they stop the dynamic posing with the legs from getting the feet all the way flat down. So that's a little bit, disappointing, but it is what it is. I mean, not everybody uses rocker ankles. Some figures don't have rocker ankles for whatever reason. So who knows? Maybe a good majority of the Jazwares do have rocker ankles, but I mean, I doubt it. And in this particular case, we're talking about this figure. This one does not. So that kind of sucks. Also, the pinned joints. Mattel hasn't had pinned joints for like a long time. So I guess I've become like a little bit, used to that. I've been spoiled a little bit. But it would have been cool if this Stinger did not have the pin joints. But I understand that's just what Jazwares has. That's just their style. They have pin joints. But that's honestly just a nitpick. There's a lot of figures that still have pin joints. So it is what it is. Those are really my only nitpicks. The things I really like about this figure, I mean, the articulation is really crazy. I like this attire that they picked. They picked an alternate head sculpt that works really well with the attire itself, too. Sting, anybody that knows Sting, he doesn't have like a template necessarily for a lot of the Surfer Sting face paints. He does them all on the fly the night of. And he's had a lot of great face paint designs. The two that they included here being among them. He doesn't really have a whole lot of shitty Surfer Sting face paint designs, let's put it that way. Pretty creative with the face paints, I would say, so very cool. I love the Scorpion here. It's awesome. The Stinger, man. Gotta love it. I love the tail on the back of the head. That's awesome. I do like the hands that they put in there, and again, I love the extra head. And because it comes with so many hands, because it comes with more than one head, I can obviously excuse the fact that he doesn't come with like a jacket or something. I'm fine with that because we got a lot of cool different hands. I didn't really use the chair holding hands, the gripping hands as much. I liked a lot of the other kind of more expressive hands. So very cool. I also usually in my reviews try to have some of my wrestlers fighting other guys, but I don't have any Jazwares scaled guys, so I didn't really do that for this review. I know some people don't really like the Jazwares figures because they kind of outscale the WWE figures, even the Ultimate Edition figures who are usually a little bit bigger, bulkier, more articulated, and they kind of scale more with like the Jack specific figures, and I kind of get that. They kind of have that more glossy look, and they do have the pin joints and whatnot, but these are kind of above and beyond even the Ruthless Aggression figures of Jack specifics run with the TNA or WWE figures, so I do like these. It's like an in-between almost for me. I kind of look at these as like a bridge between the Jack specific era and the Mattel era, so it's a good in-between. If you like articulation and you like the extra hands and heads, this would be great for you. If you like the Mattel stuff, but also if you like the Jack-specific kind of look of the figures, the kind of more bulkier look or whatever, this would also work for you. I mean, I don't know if I'm out of line saying that. Some people might disagree with me about that, but that's just kind of my opinion, having collected both the Jack-specific era WWE figures and TNA figures and the now, Mattel WWE figures. So let me know down below in the comments. Do you have this figure? Do you want this figure? Are you a fan of the Stinger? Do you like Surfer Sting more than Crow Sting? What are you thinking? Let me know. Let me know down below. I love talking to people about toys. I love talking to people about wrestling. So whatever you want to say down there in the comments, that's hopefully positive, I would hope. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. And Devonius and the Stinger out.